Greetings. I'm Donnie Tuck, Mayor of the City of Hampton. This has been a challenging year. As we near the end of 2020, let us pause this holiday season to give thanks that we made it through the year. I'm here in historic Phoebus for a special program to celebrate this holiday season. Please sit back, relax, and learn about the great businesses and the new experiences in this Phoebus area. Please support our local businesses through takeout, outdoor, and safe indoor dining, and by visiting our locally owned shops to purchase your holiday gifts. Again, thank you for joining us for this special program. On behalf of the city staff and the citizens of this great city of Hampton, please have a happy, safe, and hopeful holiday season.
Hi everybody, I am comedian Allison Moore. I am so excited about where I am as a Hampton born and raised resident. I could not wait to have the opportunity to talk with the queen, Laura Sanford. I am in Roberts Antiques. I have been up and down this street for 30 plus years. Wow, I am so excited to be here. You got to tell us all about it. Tell us all about Roberts Antiques.
Gosh, I don't know where to start. It started 51 years ago. My father worked at the C&O Railroad, which was not very creative for him, so he started an antique shop and came to Phoebus right across the street from where we are now. So really, Phoebus is my second home. I came down here as a 13-year-old hanging out with my dad.
So 51 years, you all pushing your brand, your family, your business, and these amazing antiques and pieces. Can you tell me about, I know you all have seen some really interesting pieces. Please tell us about something super interesting.
Some of the most interesting pieces for me are the historic pieces. Anything from the wars we've had in our country, old bottles that come in here that have old Phoebus businesses on them. Just everything to me that has anything to do with history, any kind of old maps, anything from Fort Monroe. And my father used to say this: you never know what's going to walk through the front door.
So when you think about, because you're schooling me on antique shops, obviously there's something that makes you special. You've been around for so long, but what is it?
Well, we treat every customer, every person as if, you know, they're the first time we've ever seen them. We have our old friends that come in, we have new customers, and we pride ourselves on our customer service, trying to do what we can. As a business, having old friends come in and meeting new friends and new friends to the community, it's wonderful. We enjoy it, and I think it translates to our customers. Hey, that's a fun place to go. It's, you know, we usually have oldies playing on the radio and just a lot of fun conversations in here. So I think that's what makes us special.
I agree. Tagging on to that, because with, you know, COVID happening and things slowing down, people are now, we're ready. We want to be safe, but we want to get out. Mm-hmm. And the way you all have kept this place going, and then what you did in the back room and that special space that you can kind of go back there. I saw the records there and just kind of chill, as well as get something eclectic. I'm like in heaven here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, when I went back there, I was like, oh, you know, we went to peruse, but I'm like, oh, I got to go home. Huh?
So about that we call that the second room.
Tell me about it.
And the second room was always kind of mostly furniture. And then when we were closed for 3 months during COVID, and our staff here, and not our staff, our friends really, came in and said, let's work back there. Let's paint walls. Let's move the records. The records were up here. We moved them to the back. We had a local fella build us the record holders that they're in. So we were busy during COVID, but we were trying to create a space that would pull people throughout the shop, because our other thing that we like to say is we have something for everybody. No kidding. You can come in to indulge a wife or, you know, somebody that you're with, and you'll see something that catches your interest. So
this is an interesting year. It's taken everybody on quite the journey, and holiday shopping, I'm like, this is special because everybody can feel like this was intentional, this was thoughtful, and there's nowhere else that you're going to find something like this.
It's different. It definitely does. But when you have these kinds of shops, in your blood. My husband and I can't travel anywhere that we're not pulling off the side of the road and running in or going to an auction, or because we enjoy seeing what's out there, because there's lots and lots of things. But being able to be here in Phoebus, I just can't say enough about the other businesses. You maybe were going to ask me that. The other businesses that are down here and the hard workers. And if you want good food, come to Phoebus.
Thank you for everything that you have done to contribute in the community. I mean, it's hard out here for our city. It's hard for our little town of Phoebus, but just knowing that you all are out here, you have a place for us to go. We can come and support you. Has, my word for the day and for you, Queen, is super special. So thank you. I'm excited about it.
I'm very excited.
So I'm going to go spend some money now.
Oh,
Okay?
that would be nice. Okay. We can do that. We will certainly. We gift wrap. So just let me know.
Perfect. So that was all. I got to hang out with the Queen. You all have to come down here before I take everything up now. You got something here? All right, so next we're going to go. Come on, let's go. We got to go. It's a surprise.
Hey there, everybody. My name is Patrick Evans Hilton. I'm with Virginia Eats and Drinks, and I'm so happy to be with you tonight to share a little bit of information with you with one of my favorite chefs in the area, Chef Mike Cook. And you can find him these days at the Baker's Wife over here in beautiful Phoebus. It's so exciting to be here and to learn a little bit more about this great restaurant and the community here that it's in. Why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about your cooking philosophy?
Really just, I guess, the flavors of Tidewater. Grew up here my entire life, seafood, whatever Hampton Roads has to offer. I, love this area and love cooking around this area.
Yes, yes. Well, what are some of the flavor profiles of this area that you think are really some of our signature flavors?
It's got to be our seafood. It's got to be our Chesapeake Bay that's right there, our oysters, our soft-shell crabs.
Philip and Dana Epstein, they've been some favorite people of mine for, decades. And so tell us what you're doing working with them to bring here the flavors to this community and to all of coastal Virginia.
I just can't wait to get in the kitchen. For one, Philip is a phenomenal baker.
Yes.
And I can't wait to collaborate with him on my menu, how the bread's going to incorporate in it, bread service, of course, so that aspect. Dana is a great chef already. Can't wait to work with her as well. And just all of our minds, I think we got what it takes to make a killer restaurant. And I think we're well on our way.
What are you excited about bringing your time and your talent specifically to Phoebus?
I am looking forward to be a part of a restaurant from the ground up. I've always been in restaurants where I've kind of had to come on board and, the kitchen's already set up, everything, they got their way, however they do it. Here, I kind of can do it how I want to do it. Dana and Philip and me, I think we got a great team, and we're gonna make some noise in Hampton.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now every chef has a little bag of tricks. What's one or two of your secret ingredients that you like to pull out in your arsenal and you
That's
like to
a tough
use?
question right
I
there.
know it is. That's
That's
why I
tough.
get paid the
What's
big
yours?
bucks, chef. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
I'd have to just go basic with garlic.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's so versatile. That or eggs. One of
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
But garlic, I'd have to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you like to use fresh garlic? Do you like to roast it?
Garlic confit, black garlic. I like black garlic.
Black
Great
garlic.
flavors. Coffee, nutty, sweet. Totally transforms the flavor of garlic.
Yes, yes. So I want to go back, we're talking about ingredients. I do want to go back to talking about seafood because we're right here. This is such a beautiful waterfront community. We're right here where there's so much fresh seafood. What are one or two of your fresh seafood favorites?
Let's see. As far as fish, I love tautog.
Oh,
It's gotta
yeah.
be one of my favorite fish. They eat crabs and shellfish all the time, so naturally their meat is just really sweet and delicate, and they're hard to find around this area. They're only, certain times when you can get them, I usually snag them up.
And of course, Hampton's Crab Town.
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
soft shell crabs, that's the go-to. And oysters. Oysters in this area are just phenomenal. I love oysters from the West Coast and up in Prince Edward Island, but here we got our own little ecosystem for our own oysters, and
Yeah.
we do have phenomenal oysters here.
Yeah. So now so much work is being done here right now. It's exciting to be in this space and to see everything that's being played out. It's so exciting to hear everybody talking about the baker's wife in anticipation of all that's coming. What do you have to say right now to all of our viewers that are watching in anticipation of this great opening?
I guess I would have to say get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Grab a fork,
you
right?
know, grab a fork, get ready. I mean, like I said, with me, Philip, and Dana, I think we got a great team. And with what we're going to put on the map here in Hampton, it's going to be phenomenal. And come out and enjoy it.
I think so too. And before all of that, you know, we've got all the great holiday celebrations and everything coming up here in Phoebus, and it's just going to be a great time, isn't it?
Yeah, new year. Let's start the new year.
That's right, absolutely. Well, Chef, thank you so much. It's
Thank you,
always
Patrick.
great to catch up with you. As always, Phoebus is very lucky to have you. Coastal Virginia is very lucky to have you as a chef.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you. Bon appetit.
All right, so of course, you know, there were so many options here to stop through, but I decided to take a pit stop at the Queen's house at the Palace Jewelers. How are we today, Colleen Walker? Yay!
Doing fine. I just want to thank y'all for stopping in this afternoon.
No, thank you for having me. I am so excited. You already told me off camera that you're going to get me right, so I'm not walking around here with this fake jewelry turning my skin and stuff.
Oh, no, we're going to get you hooked up with some real stuff. We're going to do some silver, some gold. Just send in your people. We'll get you going.
Okay, so Colleen, tell me a little bit about, this is the holiday season. I know a lot of engagements are happening and different things like that. What are people coming in the most for right now?
The young men are coming in looking for the engagement rings for the holidays. They're starting to look now, all the way from the simple, you know, the round, which is your staple, to the ovals and princess cuts. So, and we have all price ranges here in all different styles and the different colors of the metal, from yellow to white. So it's just the whole gamut, you know, they're all out looking right now.
For those who may not be doing the proposals, the engagements, the gifts, what about us that are buying things for ourselves?
Oh, let me tell you, I mean, we run the gamut here. We go from the fashion jewelry, which is just a staple. You can wear it every day or just, you know, special occasions. We carry the sterling silver with the gemstones. We carry gold, diamonds, your semi-precious, precious stones. But, I mean, this year what is hot are your stackable rings. And they're not just for engagement rings. They're for every day. And the same with the stackable bracelets. So you have a large range of things that you can check out.
Yeah, okay, so I know this is for the jewelry, but your scarves and other accessories are gorgeous. I'm like in heaven when I come here.
Oh, I was going to say, and our scarves start at $10.
Right, I know.
I know. I mean, and that's an accessory that can just really send your outfit over the top. I mean, we have the scarves, we have the Votiva candles, and we have the Seiko clocks that are behind you. So we have a lot to pick from.
Okay, so how long have you been here?
I have been in this location since March of 2000, so a little over 20 years.
I love this place, and I'm so happy that you all are still giving us wonderful options, amazing jewelry, accessories, especially through this COVID time. So how are people still coming and maneuvering through that?
They are. I mean, we're taking a lot of phone calls, and we're letting people know that, you know, we're doing what the, you know, governor wants. Do the 6-foot distancing, the hand sanitizer, wearing the mask. And a lot of them will pre-order. They'll come in and, you know, say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And we'll have a selection ready for them so that they're not here for a long time. But, you know, it gives them a good way to, you know, shop local.
So before I leave, because we have our Christmas tree lighting tonight, and I want you gonna get me a scarf and get me ready for
Oh,
the evening.
yes. We're going to get you all. We're going to have a little scarf going on and maybe a little, you know, some flashing earrings, something that has a little sparkle to it.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Have me lit beside the Christmas tree, lit.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Okay, so is there anything that you want to say to our audience before we head on out? Well, before I take over and spend a lot of money. Anything
And before
wanna
you
say?
spend a lot of money, okay, well, we have gifts that start out at, say, $25 and up. From your silver, and then, you know, your gold goes to the top, wherever you want to end. But so that people aren't afraid to come into a jewelry store, because a lot of them are like, oh, no, it's too expensive, we can't go there. We have price ranges, you know, like I said, 20, 30 on up. So don't be afraid to come in.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and letting me come in and take over space and show everybody that hasn't seen what they're missing. So listen, you know where we're going to spend our money for the holidays, right? Right here in Phoebus. I am comedian Allison Moore. I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer because I can spend all my money. I want some of the good stuff. But I'm gonna turn this on over to Alan. Alan, take it away.
How's it going? I'm some guy named Alan with US 1061, and I want to welcome you to historic Phoebus today. And I'm here with somebody extra special, not just because he's been serving me delicious drinks, but no, he's actually very special because of his history here in Phoebus and what they've done here with Sly Clyde. Now, tell me a little bit about what we've got going on. We've got a cidery right here in Phoebus, right in Hampton.
Absolutely. Yeah, a couple of years ago, we decided that Hampton Roads really needed its own local cidery, and so we started Sly Clyde Cider Works right here in my grandfather's house. And we have apples coming from Virginia. It's 100% Virginia apples, gluten-free. And we really made a commitment to the community, which was really the keystone to this project. How can we help to reinvigorate the community of Phoebus, bring people to this great neighborhood, and serve them some of the best cider you can get in Virginia?
All right, so let's talk a little bit about this, because being local and supporting local is incredibly important to me, as I'm sure it is to everybody else that's out there. So this home was built in the early 1900s, and it was your grandfather's, and you hit to a point where you said, we want to do something different with it. We want to bring it back to life, and let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, a lot of communities that are older communities, they start having trouble. You know, buildings fall into disrepair. This was one of those buildings in Hampton, and so it's hard for us to look around in Hampton and say, hey, we need to invest in the community if we're not willing to do it. So we put hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s to bring, I mean, it was either going to bulldoze it, right?
Right.
Or we're going to bring this house back. And so we brought my grandfather's house back that he grew up in, my father grew up in, and we brought that back and we said, let's create a venture here that's going to be great for the community. It's going to bring people together around something fantastic. A lot of people have never had cider in Hampton Roads.
Right.
And we wanted a local cidery that people could come together, have fantastic conversations, meet people they didn't even know, and really just start to celebrate the community that is becoming Phoebus.
So tell me a little bit about the type of clientele that you can expect to come into Sly Clyde.
Well, we have a very diverse group that comes to Sly Clyde, and it's fantastic. We're really finding ourselves attracting coastal, passionate people that are interested in adventure. So people who love the beach, they love to be outdoors, people who just really buy into that coastal culture. We're the only cidery east of Richmond, Virginia, and we're really hugging that coast. We're just a block from the bay, and it's really meant that we've drawn in some really fun folks from the neighborhood and the surrounding areas. And so it's always great to have those folks looking for adventure, whether it's outside on a boat or whether it's inside trying a new cider.
So let's talk specifically about cider. When I think Hampton, I think beautiful waterways, I think seafood, I think lots of things. I don't necessarily think cider, but it's got to be a passion point for you and something obviously that you excel at. So why cider in Phoebus?
Well, we love cider. I mean, we love the idea of using 100% Virginia apples. It's all coming from the Shenandoah Valley. I mean, it's great to have things that are local. And so we're not only a local cidery, we're using as many local products as possible. It's a passion of ours, but really at the end of the day, the passion is really about the people who come. It's about the community. It's about bringing people together around something they can share, an experience they can have. And at the end of the day, if we can get people to try new ciders and have a good time with it and really not take ourselves too seriously,
Right.
we've done our work, because we really want people getting together, finding people that they know or they don't know, and really building that fabric of what Hampton Roads can be.
So let's talk about moving forward in 2021. Let's talk about what we see and some of these great attributes that you have here that the community is going to be able to embrace, because there's nothing that we want more than to get back to normal. So let's talk about, it's pet friendly. You're sitting over an acre and a half that you've got here. So talk about some of the great things that when it's time to get back out and experience life again, how I'm going to do that out here with a beautiful cider in my hand.
You know, we have an acre and a half. We've got an amazing backyard, patio, and fire pits, and room for the kids. We're pet friendly.
Wait, did I hear something about a pig?
Indeed. You know, people often ask us whether we're pet friendly, and the reality is our opening day, we had, you know, dogs come in. It was great. As long as they're on a leash and
Right.
well behaved, bring them on. Somebody brought a potbelly pig, and we thought it was just the bee's knees. We never experienced that.
So we're looking forward to a great 2021. And again, you've got a lot of ciders, I imagine, that you've got in the works, and some great new drinks are going to be coming out in the future. Do you want to talk a little bit about what's on the horizon?
Going into next year, we have a lot that we've been working on. Our R&D department and our cider makers are hard at it, getting ready for what's coming in the winter and the spring. And like everybody, once COVID is gone, we are looking forward to really opening the doors, having festivals in that great big backyard again,
Right.
and really being ready to welcome the community back, not only here at the tap room, but to really expand our footprint throughout Hampton Roads with some bars and restaurants and additional grocery stores.
When you talk about welcoming the community, to me, I love the welcome feeling that you get here in historic Phoebus. There's just this nice charm. It's eclectic. It's historic. So tell me a little bit about Phoebus. Obviously, it means a lot to you. You've invested a lot of time, energy, money, sweat, tears, and your family's legacy in Phoebus. So what can people expect when they come to Phoebus?
There is this fabric, this sense of community and renewal that's happening here. And I think the reason it means so much to us isn't just the family connection, but it's because if you take a compass and you draw a circle around Hampton Roads, Phoebus is right in the middle. It's a great place to find bars and restaurants. We're so lucky that so many people are investing money here.
So if people want to come out and they want to help support, we've got the holidays, which are here upon us already.
Yeah.
You've got some gift card opportunities available. Are you off premise as well?
We are.
Yes.
Yep. So we've got gift cards. I mean, if folks want to come into the tap room, you can buy T-shirts, you can get stocking stuffers. To be honest with you, you might be able to find some Sly Clyde socks for the holidays. It's a great stocking stuffer. We've always got something going on here as well, event-wise. And then our ciders transition all the time. We have new ciders that we introduce really all the time in order to keep it lively and to keep it interesting.
Doug, thank you so much. We really appreciate everything, and thank you so much for giving us a quick little historic overview of what's going on here at Sly Clyde, and thank you again for supporting Phoebus and keeping it local and bringing a great treasure here to Hampton Roads. We're very thankful.
Well, thank you. Come see us.
And now we are here so close to the lighting of our holiday tree. Before we do that, I am so excited to introduce to you my friends Ian and friends from
St. Mary's Sargent School.
And they are going to perform for us 4 amazing Christmas carols just to get us in the spirit. Take it away, you all.
Ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. O come, let us adore him.
more time for our friends at St. Mary's Star of the Sea School. Oh, so you don't clap for you? Oh, I gotta clap for them. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for getting us into the holiday spirit. Okay, so I'm just excited about the fact that we are going to light our tree right here in our community. We're so close. To do so, I have asked for a local hero, a real hero, to come and join alongside me right before we light our tree. Will you clap with me for them too? So we're clapping for you and they're clapping for you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is our very own Mr. Anton Smith. Mr. Smith was born in Phoebus and lived here his entire life. At the age of 16, he joined the Phoebus Volunteer Fire Company. He was drafted into the Army in 1964 during the Vietnam conflict. After serving in the military, Tony went to work for the City of Hampton Fire and Rescue Department. He retired after 30 years at the rank battalion chief. He is a member and past commander of Phoebus American Legion Post 48. I am so honored to be able to introduce you on tonight, and thank you for your service, Mr. Schmidt.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we got a tree. Oh, we got a tree! Wow! This has been quite the day, ladies and gentlemen. I've been hanging out. I mean, we've been shopping, we've been dining, we've been eating. I done met some heroes. I'm starstruck. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm comedian Allison Moore here in Phoebus. We want to wish you a happy holiday. We thank you so much for just loving on us, and we feel all your spirit, but make sure that you come out here too. We are all in this together. Stay safe this holiday season, and we have one more treat from Phoebus to you. What we got? Look!